Thanks for tuning in to the Kure featuring
Lailauni.
All right. And today we're going to be talking about dating apps and the ins and outs of dating apps. So for this episode, we actually both downloaded Tinder to see what it was all about, and she actually downloaded Bumble. So if you want to start off and tell us a little bit about your experience.
Okay, so first I'm going to talk about Bumble just because I don't know if a lot of people know about it, but basically it's better than Tinder in my opinion in the sense of it has more variety. So it's not just a hookup app. Like when you download the app, it'll ask you what type of connection do you want to make, and it'll say, do you want to network, do you want to meet friends, or do you want relationships or hookups or whatever. So I had clicked networking, and you put in your bio whatever you want, like what you do, your company, things like that, and then you put in your area and type of people you're looking for, and then they match you or they pair you with different people looking for similar things. So for example, like if I say, yeah, I do a podcast or whatever, and I'm looking for people that can do videos or people that can edit, somebody that might edit in the area could find me, and then we can match, kind of like Tinder. So I haven't really done too much with Bumble yet, but Tinder, on the other hand, Tinder has been wonderful. I don't know if I like it because I keep matching with ugly people and old people by accident.
But don't you choose who you match with?
Okay, but here's the thing. They don't give you a guide on how to use Tinder. Like,
I definitely agree.
Yeah, when you do it, it's just like, okay, have fun, and then you just swipe the wrong way.
Okay, so when you downloaded Tinder, I guess, so when I downloaded Tinder, the thing that I found most difficult was what to put in my bio. So what did you put in your bio?
You want to know what I put in my bio?
Yes. Because I was like, I literally was like, my favorite color is, and
really?
these are my social medias, and, call me.
I put that I go to UNCG.
Okay, see, I didn't want to put my school because I was like, I don't know these people.
I feel like everybody at UNCG is a whore, so just kidding. I put University of North Carolina, Greensboro, and then my bio I got bored, what's up? And it was so basic because you can take that however you want. Either you think I'm trying to hook up and you think I'm bored, or I really could genuinely be bored. But I did get a lot of matches on here. I didn't really think too hard about the bio. I wasn't really trying to put up a persona. I was just more so let's see what this app's about. But yeah, I did match with a lot of people. Some of the people I'm nervous because they're really cute, so I feel like they could be a catfish. But yeah, I think I got a couple dates. So Tinder ain't the worst thing in the world. It ain't the
great. So I got only 3 matches. So I was just like nope to everybody because I was like, I don't know, I know you, nope, I don't know you, nope. And then like I said, we talked about the experience where I super liked this girl, and apparently on Tinder that's hitting the star.
What star?
There's a star. So if you go on Tinder, you have the X, the check, and then there's a star in the middle.
Okay.
And I had super and when it happened, it was you super Kiana, message her to da 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 da, and I was like, oh no, and even with we definitely need an instruction manual or a tutorial at the beginning, because I was like, oh, he's kind of cute, look at more pictures, and I was just like, nope, and I was like,
you so hurt.
I was like, you can't even, I can't. Where did he go?
Right.
But yeah, so I think you mentioned something you weren't trying to put on a persona. So I think that leads me into my first question. So do you feel dating apps are used for what they're supposed to be for? Yeah. So do people use the app for its intended purpose?
It depends. I don't really know what Tinder's purpose was, because I think about Tinder versus the websites that people used to talk about, eHarmony and Match.com and stuff. And if Tinder's supposed to be something like that but on your phone, then I think it's a terrible representation, because Tinder is a hookup thing. I mean, some people might say they're trying to find somebody, and that's cool, but I don't really think that people use it for that. I think it's mainly for hookup, because even the way we talk about it, if I came up to you and was like, yo, Kira, I need some dick, you're gonna be like, oh, get Tinder.
Yeah.
But if I was I need a man, you're not gonna be like, oh, go on Tinder. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know, because for me, I know 2 couples in particular that met on Tinder. So I definitely think, a friend of this girl that I used to work with met her boyfriend on Tinder, and I'm almost 100% positive that my sister met her current boyfriend on Tinder, and they've been together for a year and some now.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So But no, like on like movies and TV shows, Tinder is definitely portrayed as just a hookup. So how true did you stay when creating your profile? Like, it's usually on dating like apps and like eHarmony and Plenty of Fish, Black People Meet, Christian Mingle, whatever's on there. Like, people tend to exaggerate or just put things in there that make them seem more like exciting. Like, did those things like cross your mind? Like when you're like uploaded, like so when you created your profile.
For Tinder, no, because I didn't really put much in my bio, and I just put some pictures. Now, some of my pictures I think make me look better, so you might be like, oh shit, okay, this bitch. But I don't think I did anything that was kind of not true to myself. Now, Bumble, I wouldn't say that I lied in my bio, but it was more so like, I think I made myself sound cooler, like, okay, we're on the podcast, but we're not like famous yet. But you know, and on Bumble, it's like a resume. Bumble is like my resume, so you kind of fabricate a little bit, you know what I mean?
That's a great way to look at it. So I know like a lot of times like people talk about how like technology and like this text messaging and screens itself like break down communication. So like how do you feel like these dating apps like affect the dating experience?
I don't even know. Honestly, I think it could go both ways, because I know I've met a lot of people through social media, and like with Tinder, I know sometimes in person I'm really, really shy, but once I open up to a person, I'm kind of like all over the place. So I think with Tinder, because it's like I don't really know them, and I was kind of just going into it with like a fun mindset, I'm just being myself. And a lot of people are seeming to kind of go with that. Mm-hmm. So as far as when I meet them in person, I think it would be cool because they already know that I'm stupid and they fuck with me now. So in person it'll be great. But I mean, you said that you knew people that were in relationships like from Tinder.
Yeah.
I feel like it can mess us up in a way, only because a lot of people like they put up this front, and I do think because some people put up a front on Tinder, they get scared to meet people in person, or they're like, I'm not gonna be what they expect, or things like that. But I don't think it messes up the dating life, actually. In a way, I think it kind of helps some people that are shy, but I think it can really just go both ways.
Yeah, no, definitely. I guess I was thinking, like, I think for most people, like, yeah, so it's kind of like they almost have, like, I don't want to say confidence when they're, like, on Tinder, because it's like whenever you're messaging someone, they're just like, oh, yeah, like, we can da-da-da-da-da, and then, like, they don't have that same energy, like, when y'all meet up, so it's almost like, if you know a person online, like when you meet them, it's almost like you gotta you gotta relearn that person. Mm-hmm. Like, have you ever felt like that? I'm like, okay, like I was friends like with this girl like online or whatever. Like we're talking back and forth, and we're just like, oh yeah, because like you know, like people like we need friends. Like I need friends. And you're like, oh yeah, so do I. And like you were messaging like oh da da da, and then like okay like so are we gonna like be friends? Like I don't know. So I just think like I could definitely see how it does hurt and help the process of dating, but I could just see how like people have this like sort of like confidence that they can't really portray when they meet up with a person and face to face.
I do agree with that, and I also feel like when people are meeting each other on social media, you said something like shoot, I forgot. You said something along the lines of when you meet up with them or whatever, and it's like
they don't have the same energy. So
they don't have the same energy. So I think sometimes when you meet a person through social media, you only really see the good in them. So like these people on Tinder, first off, they probably match because they're like, okay, she's cute or whatever. Then you talk to me, and then it's like, okay, cool, like she seems real cool, she's funny, whatever. But then you might meet me and then realize I'm crazy, or be like, okay, this bitch talks a lot. But when you meet people in person, you already kind of get the vibe from them, because you can definitely get to know a person better in person, because then you pick up on their body language, how they talk, how they act, just the energy you feel when you're with them. But in a text, it's a lot different. So I do feel like when you meet somebody through socials like Tinder or something, you almost don't really see their flaws, and then once you do meet them in person, it's kind of harder to accept them for their flaws. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely interesting, because like it almost has me thinking like, so Tinder is the main app that like most people of our generation use, but then like older generations, like, you know, they have like eHarmony. I'm not familiar with their sites, but like it's almost like a Facebook, like you have like a whole profile, and then Tinder you just have like the pictures that you choose. So basically we're deciding whether or not we want to hook up or date this person on different profile pictures, because like your bio is just
whatever.
My bio is my favorite color, my social media tag.
Oh, you really put your favorite color?
Yeah, like my favorite color is da da da. Like these are my social media tags. So I was like, I don't really know what to say. And then so it was like the people that I matched with. It's like you literally match or like find people that you want to talk to and interact with.
Yeah.
Based on whether or not you like their picture. Like that's almost.
That's why I just don't really like. Shout out to the people who actually made connections through Tinder and stuff. But it's really an attraction thing, because if you go on like eHarmony, or I made a blackpeoplemeet.com once and it was so fun. But anyway, like if you go on one of those sites, you put up a whole like bio, you put up age group, you put up what you're looking for in your life, your career, like people can lie, but it's still more detailed. But Tinder, it's really just how the person looks.
Yeah, so that's what I find like most interesting, like that, like I said, like you said, like you put like what you're looking for, like on Tinder, unless you put in your bio like just looking for friends, or like just looking for hookups, or like looking for like a long-term relationship, like unless it's in your bio, you're solely like swiping right and left based on a profile picture, and like I just find that very interesting.
Yeah, I really think Tinder was made for hookups. I mean, again, it's cool.
I mean, I guess it makes sense since you're just basing off someone's look, so it's like based off from this picture. Like, do you wanna? And
then the people, and then the people that end up in your queue, it's based off of your location. It's not even your personality. It's just oh, where are you? Okay, cool.
You're in driving
distance, and you're cute.
Like
yeah.
Yikes! I guess I never really thought of it like that, because like I said, like I had known people that were like in relationships off from Tinder, so like I knew it was like a hookup, but like not really.
Yeah.
I don't know. So like, do you think like, is there like a safety concern? So like with the people that you match, like you said you had a date, or
yeah. So this one guy in his bio. Let me look, because it made me laugh. So. A lot of these bios make me laugh because people are very creative on here. But this one guy's bio, it's whatever, Mexican food. And so I was like, okay, cool, I like Mexican food. And then I hit him up, we matched, and I hit him up and I was like, well, what's wrong with Italian food? And then he's like, oh, well, I actually like Carrabba's, and I guess it's Italian food. So I was like, oh, so what I'm hearing is we're going to Carrabba's. And then we just made we had a whole conversation. He was like, okay, I'm going to take you to Carrabba's. So, as far as safety issues, if we actually end up going to Carrabba's, I believe he has a car. So, it wouldn't be like he's picking me up. I would just meet him. If I don't really know you and we're going somewhere, I'm not letting you pick me up. I have a car. I hope you have a car. If not, you got to figure out your way, because we're going to meet at the theater, at the restaurant. So, as far as safety issues, we're in public. Like, you can only do but so much to me. So, I don't really worry about it too much in that way, because I know how I am. But as far as people that go on Tinder and hook up, I'd be too scared to do that, because you never know. People are crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, like for you, like that's great. Like we can meet at Carrabba's. Like there really isn't like too much. Like I would hope you wouldn't just like jump across the table and like stab me in Carrabba's. Right. And you were just like, oh, like come over for like, let's watch a movie at my place. And that's like your first time meeting them. It's almost like.
That's intense.
Do you go? Like, I feel like most people go. Like, they're just like, F it, whatever. Like,
they do.
Like, that's where these hookups come in. Because I'm like, I would be like,
scared as hell. Like, whenever I've had my hookups in the past, I always knew the people, so it was never like a random. But most of my friends that go through the experience of dating, when they hook up with people, they usually send me their location, and I'm sure they send their other friends their location. Okay. So I think that's one of the safety things as far as for women, because every girl I know that's ever just been like, okay, I'm about to go meet this dude, they always send me the location, and vice versa. Even if I kind of know the guy, but I know I'm going to his house, I always send my location to like at least 2 or 3 people, just because, anything can happen. So
yeah, no, like for sure. I mean, like, so I mean, do you think, I know we're talking about Tinder, and I'm kind of doing like a compare and contrast or whatever, like, do you think people have safety concerns with like eHarmony or whatever, like since there is more information out there like on the profile? I don't know.
Probably. I don't know. I mean, old people are on there, so I don't know how they think. But when I made my blackpeoplemeet.com account and I was 12, I didn't make it for me. It was,
Oh,
like
okay.
catfishing. Like I didn't realize how bad that term was until I got older. But it was me and my friends, and we were like, let's see what the website's about. So we made the blackpeoplemeet.com or whatever, and we got a couple men, old obviously. I think we said we were like 30. We found like 40-year-olds.
Oh my god! And were you guys talking to them?
Yeah, we're crazy. I don't know why we did that, but they didn't know who we were. I think we kind of like, I don't even know. I think we got rid of the account, or we just stopped going on it after a while.
They're wondering what's happening. Like, why aren't you messaging me?
Hell yeah, we didn't drop any numbers. We just messaged them on the website, and then we were like, okay, bye. Because it got scary, but we were talking.
What were they talking about? Were they like...
They were just talking about
You can-
finding a companion and having someone to hold, and you know, old people, they just want to be held and shit, because they're getting old, so they just want love. So it wasn't like, it was just creepy because they're 40 and I'm like, yo, we're kids, like, why, you know what I mean? But
Well, you're on an old person website.
I know, I don't know what we were doing, we were jackasses. But as far as safety concerns, I don't know. I think anytime you're on social media or any type of website trying to meet people, I think you always have to take precautions with that, because you really never know who you're talking to. Even if you think that they're valid, even if they have a bunch of pictures of the same person, it could not be them. It could be anything. So I think that they have the same safety issues that we do is on Tinder. I just think that people that use Tinder are a little more risky than people that use like those other apps and social media, because I think that they're more so trying to really make a connection. But then Tinder, it's like you're kind of just meeting random people.
Yeah.
You know? So I definitely think that either way there's a safety issue there.
No, for sure. Okay, so with all that being said, with like Tinder and like dating apps in general, and like both of our experiences, so what's the cure like when it comes to dating apps in general and using them?
I would say it's not necessarily about the intention of the app, but your intention on the app. So if you're gonna get the app, be safe, know what you plan to do with it and how you plan to use it, and you should get what you are looking for.
Be sure to tune in and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.